Well, how's everybody today? Buckle up, my accomplices. I'm driving. Now, today we're going to get into Queen Elizabeth. Now, the last part of this video, I remember hearing rumors about it when I was a kid, because it wasn't too many years after the incident happened, or allegedly happened. I lived up in that area, so we'll start off first. First of all, the Queen is way more than a figurehead, and for 54 countries in the Commonwealth, I believe now. Okay, things like Crown Land, it's called that for a reason, because she owns it. Okay, Royal Mounted Police, they're called that for a reason. She runs them. Okay, the powers she has, and I didn't know this either, folks, till I started looking into these things. She has the power to dismiss our Prime Minister. She has the power to dismiss our government. She has the power to declare war on a country in Canada's name, or any of her Commonwealth countries. Okay, and this, I've checked it out. It's true. That's the kind of power she has. Now, there's a dispute on who's the real King or Queen of England, and if you go on one of the timeline, I guess, or the genealogy of it, the real King of England is called a guy called Michael Hastings, and he lives in Australia. It has to do with the black royalty, and I don't mean the skin color black, that's just what it was called. The Tudor line is fake. It's not real. Like, well, it's real, but it's not the bloodline of the true royalty. It has a lot to do with the Committee of 300, which if you want to look into that, I didn't look into that much. I've heard about it before, and I know what it's all about, right? And it's to do with, I guess, like, ruling everybody. Not the new world order, but that's what they want anyways, folks. That's what they want to see, right? We all know that. I mean, I looked into it quite a bit a year or so ago, and I never did a video on it. Well, a year ago, so I wasn't doing these kind of videos. I was just doing stories and telling fun and having fun, but I decided to get a little more serious lately. If you study it, she had Princess Di killed. There's no ifs and ands about it. Okay, just for one little thing to tell you, the one little white or blue Fiat they're looking for news reporters that were apparently in it, that they were trying to blame for all the stuff and everything. Well, they finally found that guy, and he mysteriously died in a bullet in his head in Italy somewhere in a burned car. Right? That's just a little thing about that. If you go like throwing a pebble into a pond, the ripples that go out, if you go out and follow some of them ripples, you'll discover some very interesting things. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my eyeballs on to read this, because actually this is what I'm talking about, that I heard rumors about when I was a kid. Okay, and I'll read as much to you, basically let you know what's going on, okay? In October 1964, Queen Elizabeth, her husband Prince Philip, and several priests from the Kamloops Residential Indian School in British Columbia set off on a picnic. At some point, she, her husband, and 10 children. Hold on, I have to have a sip of water here. Sorry, folks. And 10 children, 7 boys and 3 girls, all from the SMART group. And they got that in quotation, so we'll do the same thing, right? Left together, and only the Queen and Prince returned. The children were never seen again. William Coleman's a resident of the school and president of the picnic was scheduled to testify when he died in mysterious circumstances prior. Yeah, I'd like to see the autopsy on that guy's death, if there even was one. What survives him is a sworn desperation I don't know, sworn statement, I guess. Sometimes I can't get them words out. In which he describes a pattern of abuse by school officials, and we all know this happened anyways, okay? Basically, what he's saying, they suffered terrible tortures at hands, especially Brother Murphy, who killed at least 2 children. I witnessed him throw a child off a 3-story balcony to her death. They put me on the rack and broke some of my bones in the Kamloops school basement. The day the Queen got to the school, I was part of the group of kids that went on the picnic with her, and her husband and some of the priests down on a meadow near Dead Man's Creek. Fucking nice name for this story, guys? I remember it was weird because we all had to bend down and kiss her foot, a white lace boot. What the fuck is that? I mean, the guy could be lying, but come on. We never heard anything about them and never met them again, even when they were older, and he's talking about the children, okay? Now, to get into something else here, and it all goes along with this, it's called the Ninth Circle cult, okay? What they're into, they're fucking pedophiles and torturers and all that shit, okay? Now, in a separate incident involving the royal family, a trial was convened in Brussels. It took connections with the Ninth Circle, genocide of 50,000 Native children throughout Canada. Okay, school witnesses saw a 5 or 6-year-old tied to an altar, repeatedly raped, disemboweled, and dismembered before her blood was consumed by the members of the royal family. Although testimony linking the royal family, Pope Benedict, high-ranking Canadian and other European officials is sent around this case, there is other evidence linking the 80-some residential schools in Canada to torture and abuse that includes being subject to whatever. We don't need to know all that kind of stuff, right? Subsequent to the trial, the Queen, her husband, Pope Benedict, and Francis, and other officials were declared guilty of crimes against humanity. Now, I've said this before, that Trudeau and the Pope, apparently both charged with crimes against humanity, okay? Arrest warrants were issued for the Queen and her husband for the Kamloops incident. Now, folks, if that's true, they issued a warrant. Of course, they'd never be able to serve them on the Queen or the Pope or anything else, but for them to serve a warrant or make out a warrant, they got to have some pretty good goddamn evidence, right? They don't just make warrants for the fucking hell of it, right? Every time I had a warrant, it wasn't for the hell of it, believe me. So, and I'll try to put a link into this from this article. Actually, I have to thank my researcher, my sweetie. She researches things for me now. Well, if she tries, she sends me emails, and sometimes if I can find the email, will be good. Okay? So, like I've said in other videos, man, that's part of all this COVID stuff, is to isolate all these people, right? Remember, I don't know which one it was, but If you go back on some of my videos, you'll see me talking about the Vatican empty, New York City empty, Paris, everything's empty, right? And they want to start taking some of these people down, which is supposed to be happening. I'll try to do a thing on it too. I seen a list of 80 or 81 people they're supposed to have killed already and or imprisoned. Or 80 they killed, and another 80 or something they've imprisoned, and lots of famous people, right? And as far as, you know, they can put in doubles, they can do all kinds of things with computers and fucking shit nowadays, so I have no fucking doubt if they wanted to fake kill somebody and still make it look like they're alive, they could fucking well do it, okay? So, I found that pretty interesting about the Queen. Like I said, I remember hearing the rumors when I was a kid and that, right? But, I mean, look, I don't know about now. Do they still have the Queen's picture in every classroom? They used to. I know that. They still have to sing "O Canada" every morning in school. Used to have to do that too. I don't know, folks. But anyways, I hope everybody's being safe, and it's pretty funny, eh? That COVID's got to be one sneaky virus, because every time there's a protest, it disappears. A cat, people.